What's up, guys? Prepared Guy here once again. This is video 2. I'm addressing the malfunction or the issue with the Olight Warrior Mini. So guys, many of you know, if you already purchased a Warrior Mini, they sent out this email to everybody that purchased a Warrior Mini, and they said, we're sorry because the people are having issues with it. It actually even says in the email, it says in the red part, it says, if you are not used, because look at it, it's translated from Chinese. So if you are not used or cannot use the product's lockout function, it may cause trouble! Exclamation point. Please stop using it. We will start a refund and return process very soon. A small program needs to be developed. If you are not satisfied with your Warrior Mini, then you can return it for a full refund once we start the return process at our cost. So basically, they're like, you know, it's going to cost us some money and some time to do this. Sorry about the reflection, guys. Yeah, so I posted a copy of this on my Facebook page. All right, it's Facebook Prepared Guy. Basically, that's all you have to look up. If you like and cannot... so it says, if you like and continue to use your Warrior Mini properly, notice it says properly, you can choose to keep it and enjoy it. This would help Olight immensely. This would help Olight immensely. Those who keep it will receive a free pair of silicone gel wraps for the tail switch, one per Olight Warrior Mini that you keep. So basically, if you keep the Olight Warrior Mini, they're going to send you something to cover up, like the little silicone thing. I don't know what it is. I haven't seen it yet, so I'll discuss that more later. These will help reduce the probability of the Warrior Mini being turned on by mistake. Okay. Now, the reason for it being gel is that a lot of people are saying, and I'm going to do an experiment here in a second, that when metal hits the back of this, it activates the light and turns it on high. So we're going to do some experiments. I'm going to tell you how you can avoid the problem, and I'm going to also address some of the other issues as well. So it also says that, okay, so it says, yeah, these will help reduce, okay, probability of, all right. And then it says, you will also receive a special edition, all right, O-bulb, one per Warrior Mini that you keep. So basically, if you bought like 50 Warrior Minis, you're going to get 50 O-bulbs, okay? I have like 5 Warrior Minis. I didn't need a lot. I know people that got like 20 or 30 Warrior Minis. That's cool. So you can either return them for a full refund, or you can keep them and they're going to send you the silicone protector thingies, and they're going to also send you a free O-bulb. You know, and I've been calling them hush bulbs. So it's like, stop whining. Here's your hush bulb. All right. So it says, you know, basically, and you get to, if you've received your Warrior Mini as a gift or bought it somewhere else other than the O store, we will make sure that you are taken care of. More details for all of that will be released once the program has been fully designed. So basically, they're going to be implementing this program to address the issue, which is a very professional way of handling this scenario. So now let's go into exactly what the problem is, why it's partly the user's fault, partly Olight's fault, and also common sense is lacking in a lot of people. So here we go, guys. The issue with the Olight Warrior Mini is this, okay? So this is basically, a lot of people have these on their keychains. If you drag, okay, so I just did it. So you scrape this up against the back of it, and it turns the light on, okay? Let me see if I can reproduce it. You scrape it up against the back of it, and sometimes it happens right away, and other times it doesn't. Now, I'm not putting any pressure. You can see I'm not putting any pressure on this. Let's see. Yep, see, I just touched it lightly, all right? And it goes on. So that, yes, that's gonna be a huge problem, guys. We don't want to have that turn on in our pocket. Now, here's the other thing, okay? That can be avoided by solo pocket carrying this. When I carry my Olight Warrior Mini, okay, it's an $80 flashlight, so I don't really want to scrape up the paint. I like the way the paint looks. I especially like the way, you know, it looks on the TI and everything like that, so I don't really want to scrape it up. So guess what I'm not doing, guys? I'm not carrying it with other metal objects, and I know some of you guys that are using this for an inspection light or an EDC light that's going to be used for work and construction, stuff like that. This is not for that. Okay, so that's another thing. You're using it wrong. This is a tactical light. This is for law enforcement, security, military, somebody who's not going to be submerging themselves in soapy water, and we're going to address that in a second. And also somebody who's not going to be, walking around with a bunch of keys in the same pocket as their flashlight, because they're going to be the people that are going to be carrying this so that they can deploy it quickly, and they're going to know where it is. They're not going to have to fumble in their pocket for it. So what's a good alternative to somebody that wants to use it for an inspection light? The S2R Baton 2 is an excellent option, because guess what, guys? It doesn't do anything. When you go like this, it doesn't do that back here, all right? So it's a perfect inspection light. See, that's not on, all right? I have to actually push the side button to turn it on. So that's a good option, guys. Another great option is the i5T, okay? Because guess what? There's nothing to do that with. So, all right, so those are some good options there. And yes, it will do it with this one as well. See, I didn't even have to, I just attached it to that, all right? And it turns on. All right, so how do we avoid that problem, okay? Guess what, guys? You're gonna be shocked at this, but there is a thing called a lockout mode. So you hold the side button, it turns on, it shuts off, and then when I press the button, it's locked out. Holy cow. So here's the thing. Watch this red light on the side. If it activates, that means that it would have activated completely. So I'm gonna be, going like this to the back of it, People are saying that it turned on regardless of the lockout mode being on. Look at that. Red light just turned on. Guess what else didn't turn on? The lockout mode works, guys. The lockout mode works. The other thing that people were saying, I'm going to turn the lockout mode off, okay? The lockout mode works, all right? So, yes, it's a tactical flashlight. But guess what? You're using it wrong if you have it in your pocket with a bunch of metal objects. That's just something I'm going to throw right out there right now. So the other problem that I heard was one person actually left a comment and said they bought 25 of these for a fleet of people that were doing inspections and stuff like that. This is not an inspection light. This is a tactical flashlight, okay? And they said that when they submerged it in soapy water, or got soapy water on the tail switch, it would activate and turn on. So I don't have that issue. I can't replicate it, okay? But I can replicate, and you guys already saw that I can replicate with the metal piece here. So sometimes, not all the time, guys. So not all the time. So it's a low probability, all right, that's going to actually happen, that you're going to actually cause a fire, hurt yourself, and stuff like that. But if you don't notice that your pocket's getting extremely hot and there's a bright flashlight in your pocket, to the point where you start smelling your clothing on fire. Yeah, I mean, that's a problem, but it's half your fault, okay? If you're one of these people that are using a tactical flashlight for inspecting whatever you're inspecting. But like I said, there's great options. There's the i5T and the i3T, and they're both awesome flashlights. They got 180 lumens and 300 lumens and whatnot. And there's also, there's another option. There's the S1R Baton 2. It's nice, bright little flashlight, and it's a great inspection flashlight. These are tactical flashlights, and this is kind of a collectible flashlight. You know what I mean? This is not. Stop using the damn flashlight wrong, for shit's sake, guys. Honestly, that's all I'm saying. All right. You buy a product, use it for its intended purpose. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, I shouldn't have to baby the product. It should just do what it needs to do. Yeah, but guys, it's not really a design flaw. It's a misuse of the product, because you're supposed to be able to deploy a tactical flashlight without fumbling in your pocket with having it with your keys and stuff like that. You don't need a tactical flashlight, for doing inspections for tires or cars or whatnot. You don't need that. This is perfectly fine. All right. Because you don't need to, turn the back tail switch on right away to get the advantage. Now, the other part of this was too, that I didn't address, and I'm going to address it now, is you can put this in the tactical mode. Okay. And in tactical mode, you're not, even if you bumped this or you tap it lightly, as long as it's depressed, it's going to stay on, but it's not going to stay on if you're not completely depressing it and holding that button. Now, I'm going to try this experiment again in the tactical mode. And look at, now that's on there. It's stuck there, right? But as soon as I take it off, all right, so let's do this again. Oh, I almost got it to do that thing. Come on. I will play with this all day. I need to prove this point here, guys, because this is important for people to know. Now, see, it's on. It stays on, and then you saw that, it stayed on for a moment, and then it started flashing. Sorry about the strobe, guys. But as soon as you release that, as soon as you take it off, it's not doing that anymore. So that's going to limit the probability of you burning your pocket. If you don't know there's a strobe in your pocket, I don't know what kind of parties you got going on in your pocket on the daily anyway. So there's some options, guys. There's the lockout mode, there's the tactical mode, and the tactical mode, like I said, all you have to do is hold the side button. You hold the tail switch and you hold the side button to activate it. So there's the tactical mode. The tactical mode is off. Okay, so there's some advice. I hope that's been helpful to you guys. Don't submerge this in soapy water. It's conductive, okay? Don't put a lot of metal things in your pocket. It's a tactical flashlight. Have it ready for deployment, okay? If you're using it for inspection, you're not using it properly, and of course, you're gonna run into issues whenever you use a tool that's not intended. You don't use, I mean, some people use screwdrivers as pry bars, and what happens? Emergency room visits. So guys, be careful, use it appropriately, and, you know, I shouldn't have to explain this to grown people. This is an $80 flashlight. If you're buying 25 of those, this is nearly $2,000 that you're spending on flashlights. All right. If you're buying, you got to understand, these aren't toys. These are tools. And if you're handing a little kid this flashlight and saying, hey, check this out, little Timmy, this is going to be cool, and he burns his eye socket out with it, whose fault is that? It's yours as a parent. And Timmy's for being stupid. But still, guys, thank you for watching. I hope this video has been helpful. I hope I've addressed all the issues. If there's any other issues that you guys know of, please leave it down in the comment section below, because they've been super helpful. Because I didn't know. I thought people just were bumping the tail switch and then whining about it. But it wasn't completely 100% their fault. It was like 75% their fault and 25% Olight's fault. And Olight is going to give you a free O-bulb, okay, if you keep it and shut your mouth and stop whining about it. That's cool. And if you, so for those of us who haven't had any issues with ours, see, we haven't had any issues with ours, then we get a free O-bulb thanks to all the whiners. So thank you guys kind of, I guess, for whining about it. But at the same time, it's not necessary. Olight's a good company. They've always been trying to help their customers. Some of you get butthurt, some of you don't. I didn't like the flash sale issue with the tears and all that stuff. And I know I complained in that video and whatever. It's water under the bridge. But guess what? It got fixed. The problem got fixed. Olight always fixes everything that I complain about or talk about, or that they're a good company, guys. They love us. They want to take care of us. Because you gotta think about this. What does this cost? Like $10 to make, and they're selling it to us for $100 and something. Whatever. They're making good money. We're enjoying cool products. Whatever. All right. Have fun. Enjoy your flashlight. Don't be a whiner about it. If you're going to buy a flashlight, buy the one that's for the job. And I'll even go and make a better video for that to address that as well. Thank you guys for watching. This has been The Prepared Guy. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And until next time, guys, stay prepared.